Morning, good morning, good morning. I am just chilling for a little bit before I have to jet off. I got around a little bit earlier today, woke up before my alarm, having some weird freaking dreams, so yeah, I was like, okay, I'm up now, like, let's just get moving, I suppose. But, yeah, I got a message and a phone call from a customer yesterday evening, and their commercial account, and this is kind of a common thing with commercial accounts, like these people like just assume like, oh, I can just do this and then I can just do that, and then like really try to push for it, and you have to like really put your foot down with them. As much as I really want to help them, but they're like, oh yeah, we booked a flight, we're gonna come pick up the car tomorrow, and I'm like, no, that's not how this works. Like, first of all, pickup is by appointment only. That is a strict policy that I have no control over. So, and they also aren't a fan of doing next day deliveries, like you schedule then do it next day. Furthermore, now because they're picking up rather than taking delivery, I have to update their contract, which I have to get unlocked to do. I can't just go in and edit it. I have to get permission to unlock it, redo it, add tags, add a temp tag, resubmit, get a copy of insurance. Like, things have to change and they have to be updated now. And between that paperwork and then having our title clerk prepare what she has to prepare, and then have my CFO be available so she can accept payment, which they're planning on wiring. And like, yeah, wiring's usually pretty fast, but like as far as her processing and doing all that, sometimes that can take a couple hours, sometimes it can take a full day. It just depends. She's one person, managing this whole entire operation, and we covered the whole entire United States. That's a lot of people. So yeah, because now he's just like, well, I've already got the plane and I've got other cars that I'm picking up. And I was like, look, I will in the morning see what I can do. I doubt anything's going to come of it today. We may have to see about Wednesday for a pickup. We might have to get a hotel. Like, I'm sorry. And I was trying to be as kind as I could, but I was just like, this is something we should have discussed earlier today. Because he had called me a couple times and mentioned the idea, like, hey, we may possibly do the pickup instead. I said, okay. I said, let me know so I can get everything done that I need to get done. He said, okay. And then you messaged me after hours to say, yep, I'm on my way. Dude. And it's just the thing where it's like, now this is on me. Because now everybody else in my company is going to be like, you know the policy, what the heck, take control of your customers, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I know. Like, I know. Like, it just makes me look bad, honestly. I'm like, well. So I'm not going to stress out about it at this point. I'm going to roll into work, and I'm going to check the schedule, and I will ask if there's any possibility that we could make something happen today. And if not, then the answer is no. Like, again, my hands are tied in that situation. So, oh yeah, Audie is still messaging me here and there. Again, we went into the whole entire visit kind of friend zoning each other anyway. Like, he was straight up like, because we started chatting for a little bit. We were talking for, I don't know, a handful of days, maybe a week. And eventually he was just like, hey, I have like just some major things that have popped up in my life that I have to deal with, and like I honestly can't focus on dating or anything romantic right now. And in fact, he did get off like the dating app entirely. And I was like, hey, I was like, no, that's cool, like I'm feeling a friendship vibe as well. And he was probably just trying to be polite, but he was like, but if you do want to meet up for dinner or drink sometime, like I'm still down for that. And I said, okay, how about next weekend? I did that whole thing. And I don't think he was anticipating me to actually follow through, but he was just like, oh yeah. And then I like sent him a screenshot of my plane ticket, and it was just like, okay. Like, all right then. And he was great. Like I said, we had a really nice time. We actually had more of a connection than I think either of us had anticipated, to be honest. But we had a really nice time. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of really great conversation. And, by the end of it, he was just like, hey, like, I really do have too much going on, like, to really focus on anything and buckle down. And I was like, I know. I was like, you were very upfront about that. And I said, I really appreciate, the honesty and upfrontness. I really do. But as I've stated, and will continue to state with these people, like, I'm not going to wait around. I'm not going to be on hold. I'm not going to do that. Like, period. Like, and I do understand, he does. He legitimately has some very, very major, like, serious life things that he has to contend with. So I absolutely empathize. I do feel bad for him, and I do understand. And he is a really great guy. Like, I think he's a quality guy. Absolutely. I haven't met a whole lot in my life, but I've met a couple, and I do recognize when I see one. But yeah, he's just not in the spot, and I'm not gonna wait around. That's that. But it is kind of cute and kind of sweet because he is so kind. Like, he keeps messaging me here and there, just like, hey, good morning. And like last night he was like, long day at work, I'm so stressed out, and I have a headache, and I'm just gonna go straight to bed. And I'm like, dude, you don't owe me anything. Like, you don't have to like continue messaging me like this. Like, you made your statement, I accept your statement, you've heard my statement, you accept it. Like, we don't have to like force staying in touch when you clearly are not in a position to do it. And even with my visit, he was so pleasant and just so kind about it. But like, even then, it's like he didn't even have time to be taking me around and showing me New York. Like, he really didn't. And I really appreciate him doing so. It was very, very kind. But yeah, just kind of some food for thought there. But I'm gonna get on with my day and see what happens, and just really keep pushing forward. Keep listening to my music. I was listening to Elton John this morning. I'm Still Standing. That's like my anthem. Alright, I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome morning too, and your day doesn't suck, and I'll talk to you again soon.